If a woman is accepting of a man to have sex with her, then it can be a beautiful thing. But if a woman is not accepting and a man forces, then it is rape, and it's a very ugly thing. Now, replace that woman with the man. If the man is accepting, then it is two men making love. But if the man is resisting, then it's like the aggressor is trying to rape the man. But instead of using his penis, he would try to choke the man. That's why I see, for me, the overly aggressive man that is trying to choke another man and overpower another man, it's not appealing to me, because it's almost like watching a rape situation of a rape. It's an ugly thing. I see somebody that is a peaceful man would not want to be overly aggressive. He would just use his techniques of fighting to defend himself, but he wouldn't be overly aggressive and hurt the person more than need be. If the person is grounded, he would not, and no longer poses a threat, he would not try to hurt the person more. He would disengage and going on about his way. Or if it's a competitive fight, he will allow the person to get back up so he could fight. But a person that keeps going towards the man to keep trying to hurt the other man, to me it is stepping beyond the line, and it becomes a very violent act, something very ugly, comparable to a rape. So instead of using his penis, he would use some type of technique to try to choke the man or whatever. But it's an extremely violent act. Martial art, to me, should be used as a way to defend, and not a way to forcefully use on somebody who is submitting, or somebody that's not fighting back, or somebody that is grounded and not posing a threat. I see great intimacy in the wrestling and the ground fighting, because you see a lot of men with barely any clothes on, maybe just some spandex speedos or short shorts, and they are being very close bodily contact, and I see it's a very affectionate and intimate experience for these men. Whereas you have something like ballet dancing and gymnastics, where there's really no contact between men. If anything, in ballet dancing, between man and woman. But then you see a lot of times the public would make fun of them to say, oh, because they wear something so tight, and, this is very feminine, and they try to poke fun. But these men are more in tune with the feminine side of expressing themselves. And because of that, they become closer to understanding a woman. But these other men who are very egoistic and full of anger and hatred and wanting to fight each other and wrestle with one another and ground fight with one another, it could be very hypocritical if these men are speaking down on the other men who are wearing tights when they themselves are wearing the tights all over one another, sweating all over one another. I'd say that that's even more, that's the most intimate that you can get with a man, other than besides the actual sexual act between two men. And I believe when you spend so much time to prove yourself to be a man and to be manly, you end up hitting an extreme and becoming more drawn away from the woman, to the point where you end up heading towards the man over the woman. And there's no longer a balance. I believe that every man within them, there's a part of a woman. And in order to be a true man expressively, you have to learn to express the feminine side as well, not just the masculine, in order to be a balanced man. Because you were created from a man and woman, so there is a part of the opposite within you that needs to be expressed. When it is not expressed, then there becomes an imbalance. And that imbalance will start leading you towards your own gender over the opposite.